Alright, so we're gonna do a market recap, just pretty much go over what the trade that I sent last night, which was the analysis, and also gonna show you guys the trades that we took this morning. So we're gonna start off first with gold. So as you guys can see, this is the only trade that we took this morning with gold, which played out for a 1-3 risk to reward and 150 pips. Obviously, we called this into the mentorship. As you guys can see, final TP 150 pips. This was called out yesterday as well before the London session at 12 o'clock, or we can also say last night. So check this out. Beautiful trade that we took, 3-1 risk to reward trade. Now, if you guys watched the analysis, right, I did explain the two area of interest where I'll be interested in taking the sell, which was one, a deeper pullback into the 2047, which is this area of interest from me to take the sell, or two, if price failed to push into the upside, just simply waiting for the breaking retest under this level, which as you guys can see, that's exactly what price did. Now I enter off the 5-minute time frame, which was this candle right over here, this bearish engulfing candle right here. So I waited for price to break under my area of interest. Obviously, I waited for the 15-minute candle to remain itself under this level, which as you guys can see, it was this bearish candle that remained itself under. So that's one of my confirmation to enter some trades. So price did remain under. We got the deeper pullback, and then from there on, price started breaking back into a downside. This right here was my entry signal, which is this bearish engulfing candle. Price was a little bit in a drawdown, obviously, since price is not always going to go right into profit. We're in a little bit drawdown, like I believe it was like 4 pips or 5 pip or something like that. Yeah, so it's like a 10 pip drawdown, and then from there on, price started breaking to a downside. We hit our first target, which is this point right over here. This target hit, I believe it was at 4 a.m. Yeah, so 4 a.m. we hit our first target, which is this level right here, which I end up securing 50% of my profit at this one over here, leaving a small runner. Obviously, I moved my stop loss to break even, since right there we already secured like a 1.6%, I do believe it was. Well, actually 1.8% is what we secured in there. Price started pushing to the upside, and from there on, the New York session just opened up, and boom, price ended up hitting my second target, which is my full target for this day, which played out for 3%, also 150 pips. Obviously, a beautiful trade with gold to start off the week. So that's pretty much what we took last night with gold. We're gonna go into US30, another trade that we took as well. All right, so now looking at US30. So we took 3 positions last night. One of them was from Friday that it hit my final take profit this morning for 200 points, also 2%. We took some buy position right here, which as you guys can see, price failed to end up playing out, and then obviously we hit stop loss, and then the next thing that we did was just simply react and adapt, which we end up taking the sell position. We end up securing over 3%. So we lost 1% here, we made 2% here, and then we made 3% here. So in total, we're up 4% with US30 to be start the week. So let me show you guys the mentorship group. As you guys can see, this was the trade that we end up hitting from Friday, which was this sell from here, 2%. This will hit final take profit at 4:50 a.m. We took some buy position at 8 a.m. As you guys can see, this is just me updating them, explaining to them what I'm expecting. We hit stop loss an hour later, and then with the New York session open up, told them that I'll be waiting for one more opportunity. We entered this position 10 minutes after the New York session opened up, and as you guys can see, we hit every single take profit. So let me give you guys the very quick analysis how I entered this. So let's start off first with the loss that we took, which was this buy. So from yesterday's analysis, right, I did explain to you guys that I'm simply going along with the trend, which the trend is just simply creating higher highs and higher lows, right? So whenever we break an area of resistance, obviously I'm waiting for the pullback to use it as support to continue pushing to the upside. So that's exactly what I waited for. I waited for price to come into my area of interest, which is this resistance. Wait for price to remain itself above, which as you guys can see, price end up remaining itself above at this point. We got to push into the upside. I waited for another pullback, which this right here, this was the confirmation that, okay, price is now remaining itself above. So now the price is remaining itself above, like I explained over here. Let me show you guys right here. All right, so like I said over here, price so far, price is showing rejection and is trading above. Now I'm waiting for proper break and retest above this 38,590 so I can enter a buy position. So remain itself above, price perfectly broke into the upside. We got the pullback, boom. We got into the pullback into the other area of interest where I was interested in taking my buy position. So this right here, I already got both of my confirmation. I entered my position after this bullish candle close. We're up like 5 points, 10 points, and then from right there, price just ended up reversing, taking us out at stop loss. So once price came into this point right over here, obviously I cut my losses, and I'm just simply holding a small position, because obviously you guys want to start cutting your losses, not having your losses run. You always want to cut your losses and leave your wins always running. So the New Year session comes, we open up bullet. This was 5 minutes before the New York session opened. So we were kind of bullish, and then the New York session opened and then perfectly broke into the downside. Took us out of stop loss, so we took a negative 1% loss. Now, my entry was this candle right over here. Now, in TradingView is different from the platform that I trade, but this right here was the entry that I took my position. So as you guys can see, we got the bearish candle, we got a little minor pullback. I entered right over here, and then price perfectly melted to the downside. We hit my first target right here, which as you guys can see, we did secure 1% at this. This was believe was like 2 something percent, I believe so. No, it was a 1.9%, almost a 2%. I did secure most of my profit from here, leaving a small runner obviously to my take profit, or the small runner starts reversing, take us out of break even, and then we're simply done for the day. But price perfectly just kept melting and then hit my second target for, which was over here, which was my second target for 3% in total of 300 points. Also another 3-to-1 risk to reward trade. So beautiful trade that we took with US30 and gold. Every single trade that I sent you guys last night is the same exact trade that I entered this morning with the VIP members. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.